Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So a lot of big news to go through today because Games Workshop has just released their financial report for the year. Well, it's their half-year report, and inside of it there's lots of things to talk about. One being Eisenhorn, another being video games, another being them actually wanting to reach out to the community. Remember last year where we talked about Games Workshop were going to make a statement? Well, it seems they're about to make a team that is going to interact with us a lot more. So let's jump in, let's take a look, and let's get talking. So I want to start with Eisenhorn because for me, Eisenhorn is the greatest story ever told in Warhammer 40,000. If you haven't read it yet, please go and read it. You will not be let down. Now, for those of you who are not in the loop, a couple of years ago, I want to say like 1-2 years ago, they announced that they were in pre-production of an Eisenhorn TV show. This was going to be done by Frank Spotnitz. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's the chap who brought Man in the High Castle over to Amazon. Now, they've made an updated statement in this talking about Eisenhorn, which gets me very excited. So the statement says, and I'll also put it in the background of the video as well, in terms of media entertainment, progress continues and we are delighted to have signed up to a major LA-based agency to help us. Eisenhorn is in development and a subject of discussions with potential distribution partners. We have made some solid progress in our writer's room and have a number of further exciting live action and animated projects in development. We remain ambitious and patient. Right, so let's break that down because there's a lot of bloody things to go through that. One being Eisenhorn is in development. It's in development. So for me, is that gone from pre-production to production now? I'm not too sure. It's probably still in pre-production, but it's still in development. That is all I wanted to hear because I was scared that it was basically shut down. They weren't doing it. They weren't carrying it on. As I stated at the start of this video, like Eisenhorn is the greatest thing I've ever read. So if they can bring it over and do a good job of that, that is one of the main things as well, a good job, then I really do think it would be an absolute great thing for Warhammer. They've signed up to a major LA-based agency, which again is another good thing. That means, you know, they may actually get some decent actors, people on board and stuff like that. Henry Cavill, we know he's been speaking about Eisenhorn, Warhammer 40,000 recently. I wonder if they can get Henry a part of Eisenhorn. Again, I'm not too sure maybe want to do that because he did that interview saying if he picks a character, it has to be the right character. And as most of you pointed out, maybe he wouldn't make the best Eisenhorn. Maybe he's more of a Valdor person. For people who keep saying he's the Emperor, no, he's Valdor. The Emperor's boring. I'm sorry, that is just life. And the next big thing I think in this is potential distribution partners. Now, this shows to me that, of course, they'll probably put it on Warhammer Plus as well, but they're looking for bigger people out there. They're looking for maybe Amazon. Maybe they're looking for Netflix because as we all know, Warhammer Plus is designed for us, the Warhammer fans. Well, again, there's a certain argument to that as well. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but when you add it to a platform like Netflix, like Amazon, it brings a bigger crowd of people in and, of course, makes more profit, gets more people interested into the IP, maybe even into the hobby itself. And lastly, with the last sentence, it says, we have made some solid progression in our writer's room and have a number of further exciting live action and animated projects in development. Now, we all know that they're doing animated projects because they did that little show reel, remember, a couple of months back, and like, what's coming? You know, we got a Starters and all that. But live action, what other live action could they potentially be bringing? When you do live action, you are talking a lot of money. Of course, animation costs a lot of money, but live action is a whole different set of things because it's actors, it's set design, it's costumes, it's all that stuff. So when I'm thinking live action, I'm thinking something possible maybe like Gaunt Ghost, Commissar Kane. I'm not too sure with Space, but do you know what? I don't really know. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this. Like, what potentially would be a great story to bring to live action? I'm thinking more guard-based stories rather than like Gene-enhanced super bloody space marines because that's going to be really, really hard to make look believable actually on sets and stuff, where if you have an Imperial Guardsman, it looks more realistic to you as a human. Next up, I want to talk about video games. Nothing really mind-blowing in this, but it's nice to see that the video games are at the forefront of Games Workshop. Hopefully that means we'll be getting more bloody video games and everything like that. So it states here, we have a again found great success in licensing Warhammer into computer games with some world-class partners. A number of major video games are due to be launched in 2022, including Total War Warhammer 3, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Have you just confirmed it's coming out in 2022? Thank you, please. And Lost Crusade. Again, if you like Lost Crusade, you like Lost Crusade. Deals have been announced to launch a major online game set in the Age of Sigmar universe, and as well as Space Marine 2. We know about the AOS RTS. I think that's going to be like a mobile one, if I'm not mistaken again. We all know about Space Marine 2, right? If you haven't heard about Space Marine 2 so far, where have you been living? It goes on to say we continue to search for the right long-term partners to exploit other IP opportunities. We have some further exciting plans in development. So they do have more games in development. If anyone is listening from Games Workshop, highly doubtful, please, for the love of the Emperor, give us an RTS we can all be proud of. Give us something great. Please, Games Workshop, I beg of you. You've answered the calls. We're getting Space Marine 2. Now, give us an RTS. Give us something where we can launch mass battles in all the bloody glory in the 40k IP. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is community. There's a statement here that says community continued, and it goes on to say, our customers really enjoy user-generated content, and as such, we are committed to supporting fans as they create their own Warhammer-related events, videos, articles, podcasts, etc. To this end, we are in the process of creating a community outreach team to work and support creators and prominent community members who champion the Warhammer or hobby outside of our own pages and spaces. We look forward to more ways to surprise and delight our fans. Now, this really stuck out to me because we've all saw what's happened over the last couple of months with fan animations and stuff. If you're not aware, I did a video just before Christmas. Apparently, at one of the investor meetings that was on like a Skype call, Kevin Roundtree actually answered one of the investors who brought this up about fan animations, and they said they were going to put a statement out before Christmas. That statement never came out. Again, I'm really disappointed in that. I'm sure a lot of you people were as well. Hopefully, we'll see a statement regarding fan animations very, very soon. The way this is worded, it doesn't mention fan animations, but it does mention Warhammer videos. Again, that could be like videos like mine, like lore videos, but I'm hoping that it is fan animations, and fan animations can come back in some way over on YouTube, because we all know those fan animations are absolutely amazing. I think it's one of the core things to our community, having those fan animations there. The amount of people it brought into the hobby, I think, is doing better for GW rather than bad for GW. So hopefully they'll turn this around and they'll allow more fan animations over on the YouTube platform. Anyway, Chaprunios, that's enough waffling from me. If you want to go and read this for yourself, the link, of course, is in the description. There's a lot of things about profit and everything like that. Profit's actually down this year for the first time in like 8 years. Maybe that's COVID, I don't know, maybe it's other things. 9th edition, the bloat, the rules, how complicated it is. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I just want to talk about the things that interested me. But if you want to go and read it for yourself, it's all down there. Knock yourself out. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this video. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, and anything that I've discussed, post it down below and we can have a nice little talk down there as we always do. See ya, have a great day, and bye-bye.